Did al-Kulayni believe in the distortion of the Qur'an? I heard some people talking about it.
Ahsantum. That's a very good question. The answer on this is no, because you have to understand the difference between a scholar who collects narrations and a scholar who writes creed, writes aqidah. Shaykh al-Kulayni rahmatullahi alayh, he collected narrations. Where did he collect these narrations from? From the 400 usul. Like if someone asks you, you Shia, what is your database? Our database is the 400 usul. Shaykh al-Kulayni wrote usul al-Kafi from 400 usul. So to understand these 400 usul, you need some basic knowledge. Knowledge about hadith, science, knowledge about Arabic language, and so on. What do some people do? They pick up a narration of Shaykh al-Kulayni rahmatullahi alayh without any understanding, without any ilm al-diraya, and they come forward and say, you Shia, you believe in Tahrif al-Quran. This is not the right system. This is absolutely wrong. When you pick up a narration from Shaykh al-Kulayni, who says that you understood the narration? I can go in depth a little bit. Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala write all his words in the Holy Quran? No. But are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but are the verses of the Quran all the words of Allah? Yes. Now you might say, Shaykh, now what are you saying? I will explain to you. Hadith al-Qudsi. You all know what Hadith al-Qudsi is. Hadith al-Qudsi are the narrations narrated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote these narrations in the Holy Quran? No. But they are still the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What does that mean? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes explained a verse to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi. So you can find some of these narrations that Shaykh al-Kulayni rahmatullahi alayhi is narrating a narration from one of our Imams or from the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, where they are explaining a verse. You have a difference in Arabic language between Tenzil and Ta'wil. Tenzil means that a verse came down. Ta'wil is the interpretation of the verse. What are these Sunnis doing when they come forward to Kitab al-Kafi of Shaykh al-Kulayni, Bihar al-Anwar? What do? They say, this is all Tanzil. That's it. So Shia believe in Tahrif al-Quran. No, absolutely not. A part of the narration is Tanzil, and a part of the narration is Ta'wil. A part of the narration is citating, is giving an is giving a verse. For example, Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Al-Yawm akmaltu lakum dinakum. Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5 of the Holy Quran. Imam al-Baqir is saying, today the religion is complete in Ghadir Khum. So what's Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam doing? He's explaining the verse, that this verse came down after Ghadir Khum. What are the Sunnis doing? Look, the Shia believe in Tahrif al-Quran after Ghadir Khum is not in Tahrif, is not in the Holy Quran. This is childish. This is like every Hausa student who has some knowledge, some basics can see that this is that Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam is giving tafsir, is giving explanation of the verse. It's not about how the verse came down. So these type of narrations, they pick up from Shaykh al-Kulayni and they want to link it that Shaykh al-Kulayni will believe in Tahrif al-Quran. Inshallah, is the question clear? Is the answer clear? If it's not, then please say it to me.